Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
My name is Kian Ching.
I am Solomon Long. We are electrical engineering students at Indiana Tech and will be graduating May of 2021.
For electrical engineering, I gained an interest through robotics in high school, actually. And I got to know the mechanical engineering side of robotics, then I got to learn the electrical side, and I kind of learned that I like the electrical side a little better than the mechanical side.
I actually relate it back to cooking when I was younger. Find the meal that I like, tear it apart, and figure out what aspect about it that I liked and see if I could recreate it at home. And I sort of took that logical mindset of taking something that's interesting, breaking it apart, and putting it back together. And I found out then that that's basically what engineering is. So we decided to pursue this project because it was sort of interesting. It was definitely difficult, but we hadn't seen somebody else do this before.
Well, our project is basically a human detection device that detects human footsteps within a certain radius. The general functionality of our device is it takes in frequency waves from anything around, and then we coded it onto the device where it just calculates and filters out anything that's not a footstep. And then from there, it just kind of calculates where the location is through a neat function called multilateration, which is a whole math theory and everything.
Yeah, so the process itself basically just takes data from a person walking around. It takes that data mixed with all the noise from the environment and filters it out using the code and filters the device itself, determines what signal is actually a person versus what was noise, then uses the delay between all of the sensors to find out where that person is located.
From my knowledge, the marketability of this product would be more towards the security side and marketing side, actually. So for security side, it's more of a discrete surveillance system versus like a camera in a room where someone can see it, versus our sensing device that you can put under like a table where nobody can see it. And then it can also do like heat mapping and population traffic to determine like in a room where the most visited place is.
So during the first semester of Senior Project, or Senior Project 1, we basically were just going through research, trying to figure out what project we actually wanted to talk about, what project we wanted to do. Once the project was decided, then the rest of the semester was research. And then senior project 2 is where we actually really started going through and building the device.
We had the components that we wanted, and then we just went in with design iterations. We went in with all kind of just trial and error, trying to make something work, spending hours and hours in this lab.
So to break the process down to actually manufacture our device, what we decided to do was first start with what sensors we needed, what microcontrollers we needed, how we were going to hook everything up. To actually assemble the project, first we decided on how big the project was going to be, how much room it should take up, got all the dimensions of all the components, the microcontroller, the sensors, the chip, all of that, the battery. Then took that design, wired all the controllers and everything up onto a prototyping board, the filters, the microcontroller, the sensors, put it all together, and then just kind of temporarily mounted it to the device to actually prototype.
And then for the actual functionality of making all these components work together, it kind of was just all cored into the coding, which we used for coding MATLAB and also C++ coding. And then from that, we used kurtosis, which is kind of like a probabilities and statistics theory. Then from that, we used the time of arrivals and the time difference of arrivals of the actual wave. And then from that, we took that data in and put into multilateration, which is kind of like the core bread and butter of the entire project, where it determined where the location of that person was from the time differences of the wave to the sensors. I would say for issues that we've encountered and kind of just failures and prototypes, it became very apparent that the time difference and having everything really close was kind of an issue. And then we decided for our last prototype that we built was going to be increasing the distance between the sensors so that we didn't have to work as close with the time differences.
Yeah, a lot of our device revolved around that time difference of arrival or time of arrivals. And that ended up, the faster that we could sample, the more accurate we'd be able to actually take that data.
Overall, in at least for me, what I used from my other classes for this project was coding skills. I also learned that drawing schematics and just drawing out ideas and just throwing out ideas end up creating better ideas than trying to find that perfect idea to start with. For me, on a personal level, I'm very much a computer science guy. I really like to code. So being able to see my code that I wrote actually do what I want is always fulfilling in itself.
When the project was done, that first moment there, just feeling that huge thing, it works.
Yeah.
And as soon as it worked, that was just that was super, super fun.
Yeah.
I really appreciated Indiana Tech for a lot of the professors that have been around. I know Zach, Rumsey, Professor Byers, all three of them have been huge supports. They've been super encouraging. They've been super nice. Having them help, that was definitely something that I really appreciated about Tech. As excited as I am to graduate, I will miss all the friends and all the teachers that I have, but I am ready to move on and to continue working in the actual industry where I can not just better myself, but potentially create something to better someone else.
For me, as much as I've enjoyed my time at Tech, I would like to just be able to take this opportunity to use this as a stepping stone for my next step in life, which is going to be starting my career and using what I've learned here to be able to better the world.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Welcome inside the Parkview Sport One Ice House. Indiana Tech women's hockey on tap. A top 5 matchup once again between the Indiana Tech Warriors and the Adrian Bulldogs. Tonight we've got the second half of this 2-game set. We'll just do a quick recap of what happened yesterday afternoon up in Michigan. It was a 3-1 win for the Bulldogs. as they got their first win against Indiana Tech in the history of the program. The goals from Leah Williams, Hunter Boscher, and Gabrielle Jex to put Adrian up 3-0. Megan Yakachuk got one back there about halfway through the third period, but it ended up not being enough as Indiana Tech fell to Adrian yesterday. A couple of the highlights, Eagleson stopped on a penalty shot there by Izzy Varner. I believe that one was in the first period. And once again, up in Adrian, Indiana Tech outshot 38-18. But if we go back to the last time the Warriors played up at Adrian College, it was 62 saves for Izzy Varner. So used to getting peppered here by this Bulldogs team. And while we're talking about the last time these two teams met up, it was a sweep last time around for Indiana Tech. And that was actually the last time Adrian College lost. We'll quickly recap those two games. The first one up in Adrian, a 4-3 overtime victory for the Warriors, powered by the hat trick from Megan Yakachuk, and then Izzy Pedamshan with the game-winning goal in overtime and the aforementioned 62 save effort from Izzy Varner. No doubt a great effort from her in that one. We'll see if she gets to start here again tonight, as she has in all three previous meetings, these two teams. The second game of the first series, was here at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Izzy Pedamshan with 2 goals, and one of those on the power play in the 2-0 win. Varner with the 21 save shutout. So we'll see if she can get back to that here today. As I said, she was in net yesterday and made 35 saves on 38 shots. So some ice issues last night for the men's game. Ended up postponing the third period of that one, right where the referees are skating past right now. Hopefully that is not an issue tonight, as there was the Zamboni kind of broke down there and tore up that ice. And so from the second period ending at about 8:50 to about 10 o'clock, we were kind of in limbo. So all things said and done, about an hour delay there for the ice, but everything looks to be good to go here today. There was a stick and puck going on when I got here, and no issues. Warm-ups went off without a hitch, so we should be all good to go. But something we will keep an eye on as the teams are about ready to get this one underway. Like I said, should be a great one. 2 top 5 teams. Indiana Tech ranked at number 5, up I believe 1 spot from last weekend when they were at number 6, coming off of that big sweep against Concordia, a 11-0 win, I believe it was, last Saturday. And so coming off of, I think it was 5-0 on Friday, something along those lines. And Adrian, like I said, has not lost since Indiana Tech last beat them. It's been 10 straight wins for the Adrian Bulldogs, and they're currently ranked number 3 in the nation, behind Liberty, who they will take on next week out in Virginia, and Minot State, currently ranked number 2 out of the Dakota area. And so there you see Adrian College taking to the ice. Indiana Tech hopping out there now as well. We'll get ready for the starting lineups here any moment now, and then we will get this one underway. So we'll go ahead and turn it over to the PA as we look to get this one started.
Let's meet the starting lineup for both teams. First, for the visitors at Adrian. At forward, number 9, Hunter Boscher. At forward, number 15, Tessa Carroll. At forward, number 73, Elaine Wood. At the bench, number 7, Kenna Goodwin. At the bench, number 20, C.C. Warner. And goal for the Bulldogs, number 33, Jordan Hunt. The head coach of Adrian, Kenna Goodwin. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Indiana Tech Warriors. Starting at left wing, a freshman from Calgary, Alberta, number 8, Isabel Pedamshan. Starting at center, a freshman from Airdrie, Alberta, number 12, Megan Yakachuk. Starting at right wing, a freshman from Weyburn, Saskatchewan, number 44, Dakota Bowler. Starting at left defense, a freshman from Rockwood, Ontario, number 9, Michaela Calverda. Starting at right defense, a senior from Valencia, California, number 11, Brooklyn Moore. In goal for the Warriors, a freshman from Woodstock, Ontario, number 29,
Mackenzie Adley. Assisted by Jesse Rushing and Nicole Cato, the head coach of your Warriors is Scott Hicks. At this time, we ask you to please rise and remove the caps to the playing of our national anthem.
All right, there we go. About ready to get things started here between the Bulldogs and the Warriors. This is the second to last regular season series for Indiana Tech. Next weekend, it'll be a home-and-home against Aquinas. They'll be here, supposed to be here on Friday night, but with the men's tournament going on, we will see. I was talking to one of the sports information directors here, and we were both a little bit confused, so we'll see what happens as we move into the later stages of the season and then down the road into the conference tournament. And if all things go according to plan, the national tournament in St. Louis, Missouri. So Indiana Tech looking to get back on the horse here after dropping yesterday's contest. And this would be a great opportunity to right the ship after just the one loss and a good boost to their ranking, as probably want to be in the top 7 to feel like you're locked in for the national tournament. Just 8 teams, and Tech, of course, in fine position right now. But who knows at this point in the season what all could happen. Want to protect against any surprises, and a split here against a highly ranked team would be great to see. So, all right, here we go, ready to go. Megan, Yakachuk, and Wood into the draw for their respective teams, and here we go. We're off. It's a tie-up off the draw. Bosher picks it out of the scrum and chips it right in and looks to go to work. Calverta picks it up behind the net. Goes back across for Moore. Evades one. Now Buller picks up. Has Pedamshand up high. Tries to send it, but it misses her stick. Goes down and will be an icing. So off the rip, this one will come all the way back down. Just 19 seconds gone. And same groups looking to run it back. Off the draw, a shot there from Werner into the corner. Moore trying to get it ahead to Bowler. Bowler brings this one clear of the zone, chips it ahead. Pedamshand rushing in to the corner, trying to chase this one down. Werner bodies her off the play. Pedamshand pinned to the wall there. Adrian College comes away with it. Gets it ahead to Castile as Nesbitt pinched in, but it got chipped past her. Yonker picks up. She'll drop. Stewart's there to recover. Chips this one out, and it's sent right back in by Jex. Now Yonker tries to navigate this one out, but turns it over. Episcopo, the safety valve, is there to take care of that one. At the wall, a shot towards the goal, and held there by Adley. So Adrian College with a strong start here as they look to get the pressure on Indiana Tech. Off the face-off, another tie-up. Still trying to get it free of the scrum. It's now in the slot, bouncing around still a little bit. Jusak's the one who comes away with possession. Anderson tries to chip it off the wall. Shaw boxing her out. Jex picks up. High off the wall, comes out to neutral ice for Moore. Moore sends it back to Calverta, up ice for Trenner. Trenner backhands that one into the zone, and Shaw chases it down for the Bulldogs. into the corner, sends it back up ice. Trenner takes over, looking to move this one back up. Had it knocked away from her, but she's still with it. At the goal line, tried to feed it through to Jusak, but that play stifled. Coming away with it now. That looks to be Peterson, not in the lineup in the last series between these two. Couple players on the fringes for Adrian College making some lineup switches as this one's taken away by Thomas. She'll fire that one, blocked by Adley. Another one of those players I don't think was in the lineup last time these two teams met. So here comes Trenner. Able to clear this one free. Got to be careful of too many on Indiana Tech, but all good. They get that one in deep. Now looking to bring this one ahead is Werner into the middle. Buller gets a stick on it. Now here comes Yakichuk. Yakichuk trying to work herself around Miranda. Pinned in front of the Adrian College bench. Now a 2-on-1 develops here for Adrian College. Boscher defended there nicely by Yonker, and it comes harmlessly to the near side. Pedamshan trying to chip this one out. Gets it up to Yakichuk. Into the middle. Now here goes Moore on the attack. Moore through center and into the offensive zone. She'll fire. That one goes wide. Bowler into the corner. Working 2-on-1 here as Yakichuk plays the high forward role. Still pinned to the wall there. Pedamshan looking to see if she can pick it out. Yakichuk in there again as well. Still slowly moving up the wall. There you go. Now Episcopo sends it down low at the side of the net. Hunt able to cover this one up for the Bulldogs. $17:02 to go. Both teams make some changes. Stewart will take the draw here for Indiana Tech. Her opposite will be Erica McDonald. They went it to the wall, but it's cleared out here by Castile. Robinson and Episcopo in a foot race to get to it, and Episcopo going to be just far enough ahead that icing is called. Coaching staff over on the Adrian bench not very happy with that one and might have a case, but it doesn't matter as it comes all the way down. So 16:53, it'll be an offensive zone draw for Indiana Tech. Stewart will run it back with McDonald. Behind the goal, Shaw. Interrupted there by Nesbitt. Nesbitt staying with it now down low. Shaw picks it out, high off the glass. Yonker holds it in. Right back into the corner, Nesbitt picks up. Has Kuzbel, if she can get it to her, just missed. Moore's there, tries to fire one, but didn't get all of it. Now Shaw picks up. Shaw off the glass. Yonker almost held that one in, but Castile off the shin pads, able to play this one out. Comes on to Adley, and she'll hold for the whistle. So Indiana Tech starting to put a couple of shifts together there. A little bit of offensive time. Nothing too serious, but kept the puck away from AC. Comes to the point. Miranda sends that one into the far corner. Picked up by Jex. Deflected away by Anderson. Miranda pinches down into the corner. Anderson and Episcopo working together now. Jex in there for the Bulldogs. Gets some help from Boscher. Anderson trying to ring this one ahead to Jusak. Chips it ahead and out. Now here could be a potential chance for Trenner. Trenner cutting to the middle, finds some room here, and shoots off the side of the goal. Jusak taken down there. Almost tipped in front by Trenner. Calverta comes down trying to send that one on goal. Had it knocked away. Still out in the slot, but Adrian College able to grab this one and come away with it. Miranda leads the charge. Cutting across the middle. Gets around Anderson, skates this one down towards the corner. Yonker there for Indiana Tech picks up. Now Yonker leading this one the other way. Lost the handle on it and had it poked away. And now trying to gather this one up is Thomas off the skate of Pedamshan as she tried to center it. Picked up now by Goodwin. Goodwin sends this one into the corner. Yonker back there to retrieve. Sends it back to Moore. Moore up the wall for Bowler. Bowler has Pedamshan in the middle. Pass is too soft, and it's taken over here by the Bulldogs. Thomas in neutral ice gets it to Peterson. Peterson into the offensive zone. Into the corner. She'll fire that one off of Adley. And now Yakichuk in the corner picks up. Turnover, but she gets it right back. and plays this one up the wall. Shaw just unable to hold that one in as it comes free. Pedamshan now goes back for Yonker. Yonker right back up to Pedamshan, who will just try and get this one in deep and go for a change. Nesbitt takes up the cause. D to D, and Adrian gets it up to Boscher. Coming off the bench, Kuzbel grabs it, gets it to Stewart, and Stewart dumps this one in. Goodwin on the breakout. It comes into the middle of the ice. And now here comes McCarrow. McCarrow drops it off. Pass in front, just missed McCarrow on the give and go. Kuzbel head up, gets it out of the zone. Now Nesbitt chases it down. Miranda in front of her. Nesbitt makes up ground and into the corner they go. Miranda hits the brakes, turns back around. Looking for the stretch pass. Re-angles, but knocked away from Castile. Nesbitt tries to dump this one in deep. Now Anderson chases it down. Boscher sends it behind her own goal. Comes up the ice. Yonker takes over at center. Moving that one ahead. And Colomb near intercept there. Comes to Anderson. Anderson finds Yonker. Yonker can't quite get the handle on it though. Still with it down there. On the backhand, trying to send this one towards the goal. It got deflected. And the Bulldogs able to clear. Robinson chasing this one down, but Episcopo is there. We're going to turn this play back up ice. Gets past Castile, now through center ice region along the near side. Jex picks this one up. Gets it over to Shaw into the middle for Castile. Poked away there by Calverta. Now Shaw takes over once again. Up the near side, Yakachuk comes down and knocks that one away. Has Pedamshan with her. Gets it to Pedamshan. In her feet, she lost it. And now Horney's on the scene. Horney gets it up to Jex. Comes all the way down, no icing. Calverta collects. Backhand up off the wall to Bowler. Played ahead for Pedamshan, but just out of reach. No icing going to be called as CeCe Werner looks to start the breakout. Werner back to Goodwin, looking at her options. Taking it away was Thomas, but Kuzbel took it right away from her. Nesbitt now into the offensive zone. Takes a bump, but gets that one in deep. Goodwin tries this one again. Held in at the line by Episcopo. Kuzbel, if she could have caught that one, had a break. Still has a look. And Hunt is there to stifle that chance. Behind the goal is Thomas. She steps out here and looking to get this one going. Yonker holds the line, sends it back in. Doesn't get very far, and now it's on the stick of Peterson. She'll gain the red line and dump this one in and go for a change. Pace really picking up here in this one as we're already about halfway through. Miranda takes over as that one was nearly cleared. Feeds it in front. Fuchuk was there but couldn't send it in. Yonker picks up off of Kuzbel's stick. Miranda looks to dump that one far corner. Piscopo's there trying to get it up to Nesbitt, but McCarrow is there, as is Boscher. Battle along the half wall. It's in the feet of Nesbitt. She's able to get it off the wall and out. Miranda looking to start the breakout, and it gets clear of the zone. McCarrow tried to poke it past Trenner. Now it comes to Anderson. Anderson one-on-one. Here's a chance here for Jusak. Jusak, a shot off the post. Comes to Shaw. Shaw. Now here's a potential chance the other way for Castile. Calverta in hot pursuit slows that one up. Castile able to find in the middle for Robinson. Robinson, a pad save by Adley. Comes back up to Shaw. Shaw right off the pads of Jusak. And back down in the corner now for Castile. Anderson's tied up with the Bulldog over there. Can't quite tell who it is along this near side. Comes up now to Shaw at the right point. Shaw with the shot. That one blocked by Jusak once again. McDonald sends this one far corner. Moore with the stick lift. Calverta picks up now. Once again here on the near side. Off Jusak's stick. And it comes out of the zone. And Jex will go back for this one. Goodwin now. On the far side, trying to send this one ahead. Horney couldn't poke it through two Tech defenders. Calverta tries to get it off the wall to Bowler. Bowler might have a look here. Cut into the middle. She'll fire, but saved there by Hunt. Bowler still with it in the corner. In support, Yakachuk comes and knocks that one away. Battle for near the wall right here at the blue line. And able to pick this one up is Eagleson. She's got Horny with her. Bowler on the back check and able to disrupt that one as Yonkers taken to the wall. Warner trying to seal this one off. Keeps it in. It's on the stick of Eagleson in the slot. She'll shoot. That floater goes wide. Eagleson picks back up again, far corner. Taken over by Piscopo. Miranda comes in, sends that one back down low. Yonker gets to it, has Pedamshan on the stretch pass, looking for it. Beautiful pass on the tape. Now here comes Pedamshan. 1-on-4 though, as their line mates go for a change. She'll dump it in. Nesbitt comes in. Stewart tries to interrupt that one. Held in only momentarily as it comes out now to Fuchuk at the red line. Fuchuk dumps this one in. Adley thought about playing it, but thought better of it. Calverta trying to get this ahead to Nesbitt. Put too much on it. Gets up to Miranda at the point for Adrian College. Nesbitt able to get this one free for Indiana Tech, but coming back for it was Thomas. Trying to feed it through to Fuchuk. Indiana Tech said no to that. Now Stewart on the far side. Miranda sends it back up ice. Piscopo over to Moore as Indiana Tech looks to regroup. Into the middle for Nesbitt. Tried to tip it over to Kuzbel, but pass just a little bit too far behind. Now Boscher knifes her way through center. Into the offensive zone. Finally we'll get a whistle for offsides after probably close to 5 minutes of uninterrupted action. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the live stats are going to be with us tonight. Or should I say this afternoon, but it is what it is. As here we go. Behind the Indiana Tech net, battle for, and Yonker trying to get this one out. Turned over there, but it's blocked by Anderson in the circle. Yonker getting this one ahead to Jusak. Now here comes Arena Jusak. Into the skates of Goodwin, who sends it back up ice. Calverta, D-to-D for Yonker, looking back into the middle, but Boscher broke that one up. The two number 9s race in for that one here along the wall. Looks like Boscher's going to get the better of it, trying to get it ahead to McDonald with the shot and a big save there by Mackenzie Adley. In the skates of Castile. Taken up there by Anderson, trying to rim it around for Yonker. As Robinson trying to feed that one in front for Castile a shot, but didn't get much of it. And a high stick now going to come to Dakota Bowler. So Adrian College will go on the power play as Bowler will touch up and go to the sin bin and sit 2 minutes for high sticking. .7:16 to go here. We thank you for joining us here today. Joe Hacker on play-by-play alongside Connor Hendrickson on the camera. Puck is down here as the Bulldogs look to get something going here on the power play. Had some success last series on the power play. And a shot block there for Yakachuk on Goodwin, and that one comes out. McNair chases it down. And Castile back there trying to send this one back across for Werner. Warner dumps it in. Adley goes back to stop this one as there's really no pressure here for the Adrian forecheck. Comes out now. McCarrow in the circle. Gives it to Shaw. Shaw looking to fire. That one goes wide. Comes up to McNair at the left point. Over to Shaw. Shaw fires through traffic. It's still there. And McCarrow's shot was saved there by Varner. Has lots of traffic in front, but couldn't find the back of the goal. Wood will step into the draw. Nesbitt opposite her. And here we go. McCarrow trying to knock that one out as there was a little tie up. Comes to Shaw center point. Across and a shot there. Saved by Adley. Still loose in front. And it eventually finds its way to the corner. Boscher picks this one up. She'll circle up top. Across to Miranda. Had it blocked. Calverta trying to rim this one all the way around and out. Can't quite get there as it just ran out of juice. McCarrow. Long shot saved there by Adley. Miranda along the half wall, skates this one up to the top of the circle. Cross feed for Boscher now at the near side. Boscher, evasive maneuver there, still with it. Goes behind the goal, tries to center it. Still there, but comes to Yonker here on the near side. No one for AC is there. Yonker able to dump this one down. 30 seconds, now less than that, to go on the power play for Adrian. Breakout pass comes to Werner across the red line. She'll just dump it in on the power play. A little bit of a bold strategy, but hey, if it works, it works. Goodwin trying to send this one up top. Goodwin once again along the hash marks. Shot, rebound is still there. Able to clear that one for a moment as it's on the far side. A couple of players for each team in the area, but Bowler's going to come away with this one. She's got plenty of space here to go one-on-one. Bowler cutting across to the middle, had it knocked away. Back to even strength as a penalty to Bowler expires. Calverta holds this one in. She'll fire. That one goes into the corner. Yonker closes down on that one, had it knocked away. And Castile able to clear it to Jusak. Jusak back to Calverta. No one on this side of the ice, so she'll skate it up herself. Now into the corner. Comes up for Calverta. She'll try and just send this one right back at the net. Anderson a shot as two players collide there. No penalty coming. Calverta shot, but that one was blocked by Jex. Trenner almost had a chance there, but able to defend that one were the Bulldogs. Now, again, it comes to Jusak in the slot, up to Yonker. Indiana Tech starting to put a little pressure on here, back to 5-on-5. Cleared up and free of the zone as Jex in pursuit of this one. Yonker comes across and takes over. Tries to go to the far side for Trenner. Into the middle for Jusak. She'll dump this one in. They'll wave off the icing. Miranda, as teams make changes, looks to get the breakout going here. Up ice, now here comes Thomas. Thomas down the far side, that one saved and stick behind the goal by Adley. Sent up top to the right point from Miranda, plenty of room here. She'll shoot and into the glove of Mackenzie Adley. So Adley been strong here when she's been tested in period number one. Not a whole lot of shots on goal, it seems like, for Indiana Tech. Haven't really tested Hunt much, but still zeros up on the board. Up to Pedamshan. She skates this one free. That one's going to be icing. If she didn't have the line, they'll wave it off as Bowler was going to win the race. Bowler pinned to the wall there by Miranda. Fuchuk takes over. Tries to rim it around for Peterson. Up to Thomas. Yonker able to knock that away from Fuchuk. Calverta now takes over here along the near side. She'll skate this one up herself into the offensive zone. Tried to leave it for Bowler. Pass was off target. And now here's McCarrow. McCarrow has a break here. McCarrow at the net, saved by Adley. As the rolling puck, McCarrow able to chip that one past and pick it up. Almost had the goal there, but Adley, as I said, has been strong so far in this one. Jusak into the corner. Trying to get this one free, and it does. Now here's Trenner. She might have Anderson with her for a 2-on-1. Trenner cuts to the middle, tried to toe drag through Shaw, but Shaw foiled that one. It's into the corner, and she'll clear it up to the blue line. Episcopo fires. No traffic in front. That one rolls harmlessly wide. Cleared out by Adrian College. Episcopo in her own zone. Tries to go back up the strong side of the ice. Now here it is on the stick of Kuzbel. Kuzbel and Stewart working together here. McCarrow back checking, trying to disrupt that opportunity, and the pass just missed. Along the near half wall. It's loose, picked up by Nesbitt. She fanned on the shot. Picks it up here again, but it was knocked towards AC. Nesbitt back on it now. Held along the wall, under 2 minutes to go here in period number one. Some solid back and forth action. And we are going to get a penalty just as the whistle blew. And player down for Adrian College. It'll be Nesbitt to the box for a cross check. That player for Adrian College is up and okay. We'll take a look at it on our replay. As Adrian will get their second chance here on the power play. 1:38 to go. Indiana Tech successfully killed the first one. We'll see if they're up to the task here once again. Into the draw, McDonald against Pettimshand. Puck is dropped. Adrian College able to win that one, but it's Bowler who comes away with it. Bowler has Pettimshand with her, 2-on-1. Bowler has to slow up here, gets to Pettimshand in the slot, tries to go to Bowler. Oh my, thought it was in, but it just stayed out. Penalty killers needed a change for Indiana Tech. Comes up to Wood. Wood dumps this one pass more. Almost a bad bounce right out in front of Adley, but got the stick on it and played it back behind the goal. And Bosher a near miss there as Adley able to get the save on that one. Bosher still with it. Leaves it for Shaw. Shaw tipped in front and just missed as the opportunities for both sides starting to flow here. Under 30 seconds to go. Shaw picks up for the Bulldogs. Sent across for Jex. Trying to find Bosher. Was sent back into the Bulldog zone. Shaw regroups. 15 seconds. One last go at this for Adrian College. Pettimshand disrupts that one and gets dumped for her troubles, so a penalty coming on that one. And so Pettimshand makes a play, takes the hit, and draws the penalty. That's about how you want to draw them up if you're going to take one. And so we will be at 4-on-4 here for about 30 seconds as it's McDonald to the box. With 7.4 to go. Indiana Tech could draw up a face-off play and see if they can get anything. It's Pettimshand to the draw. Puck is down, and it looks like that's probably going to be all she wrote, as McNair is just going to pin this one to the wall. And so that will conclude the first period. We're tied still at 0. We'll step aside. Indiana Tech Hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
My name is Kian Ching.
I am Solomon Long. We are electrical engineering students at Indiana Tech and will be graduating May of 2021.
For electrical engineering, I gained an interest through robotics in high school, actually. And I got to know the mechanical engineering side of robotics, then I got to learn the electrical side, and I kind of learned that I like the electrical side a little better than the mechanical side.
I actually relate it back to cooking when I was younger. Find the meal that I like, tear it apart, and figure out what aspect about it that I liked and see if I could recreate it at home. And I sort of took that logical mindset of taking something that's interesting, breaking it apart, and putting it back together. And I found out then that that's basically what engineering is. So we decided to pursue this project because it was sort of interesting. It was definitely difficult, but we hadn't seen somebody else do this before.
Well, our project is basically a human detection device that detects human footsteps within a certain radius. The general functionality of our device is it takes in frequency waves from anything around, and then we coded it onto the device where it just calculates and filters out anything that's not a footstep. And then from there, it just kind of calculates where the location is through a neat function called multilateration, which is a whole math theory and everything.
Yeah, so the process itself basically just takes data from a person walking around. It takes that data mixed with all the noise from the environment and filters it out using the code and filters the device itself, determines what signal is actually a person versus what was noise, then uses the delay between all of the sensors to find out where that person is located.
From my knowledge, the marketability of this product would be more towards the security side and marketing side, actually. So for security side, it's more of a discrete surveillance system versus like a camera in a room where someone can see it, versus our sensing device that you can put under like a table where nobody can see it. And then it can also do like heat mapping and population traffic to determine like in a room where the most visited place is.
So during the first semester of Senior Project, or Senior Project 1, we basically were just going through research, trying to figure out what project we actually wanted to talk about, what project we wanted to do. Once the project was decided, then the rest of the semester was research. And then Senior Project 2 is where we actually really started going through and building the device.
We had the components that we wanted, and then we just went in with design iterations. We went in with all kind of just trial and error, trying to make something work, spending hours and hours in this lab.
So to break the process down to actually manufacture our device, what we decided to do was first start with what sensors we needed, what microcontrollers we needed, how we were going to hook everything up. To actually assemble the project, first we decided on how big the project was going to be, how much room it should take up, got all the dimensions of all the components, the microcontroller, the sensors, the chip, all of that, the battery. Then took that design, wired all the controllers and everything up onto a prototyping board, the filters, the microcontroller, the sensors, put it all together, and then just kind of temporarily mounted it to the device to actually prototype.
And then for the actual functionality of making all these components work together, it kind of was just all cored into the coding, which we used for coding MATLAB and also C++ coding. And then from that, we used kurtosis, which is kind of like a probabilities and statistics theory. Then from that, we used the time of arrivals and the time difference of arrivals of the actual wave. And then from that, we took that data in and put into multilateration, which is kind of like the core bread and butter of the entire project, where it determined where the location of that person was from the time differences of the wave to the sensors. I would say for issues that we've encountered and kind of just failures and prototypes, it became very apparent that the time difference and having everything really close was kind of an issue. And then we decided for our last prototype that we built was going to be increasing the distance between the sensors so that we didn't have to work as close with the time differences.
Yeah, a lot of our device revolved around that time difference of arrival, or time of arrivals. And that ended up, the faster that we could sample, the more accurate we'd be able to actually take that data.
overall, in like, at least for me, what I used from my other classes for this project was coding skills. I also learned that drawing like schematics and just drawing out ideas and just throwing out ideas end up creating better ideas than trying to find that perfect idea to start with. For me, like on a personal level, I'm very much a computer science guy. I really like to code. So being able to see my code that I wrote actually like do what I want is always fulfilling in itself.
When the project was done, that first moment there, just feeling that huge thing, like it works.
Yeah.
And as soon as it worked, that was just that was super, super fun.
Yeah.
I really appreciated Indiana Tech for a lot of the professors that have been around. Like I know Zach, Rumsey, Professor Byers, all three of them have been huge supports. They've been super encouraging. They've been super nice. Having them help, that was definitely something that I really appreciated about Tech. As excited as I am to graduate, I will miss all the friends and all the teachers that I have, but I am ready to move on and to continue working in the actual industry where I can not just better myself, but potentially create something to better someone else.
For me, as much as I've enjoyed my time at Tech, I would like to just be able to take this opportunity to use this as a stepping stone for my next step in life, which is going to be starting my career and using what I've learned here to be able to better the world.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
All right, welcome back inside the Parkview Sport One Ice House. First intermission underway, as you see there on the screen. Still a 0-0 game. Not much happening. A couple of missed opportunities on each side of things, but no one quite able to break through. So as we start to look to wind down here this intermission, really nothing to go over. Just a couple of penalties, 2 to Indiana Tech. Bowler with a high stick and Sterling Nesbitt a cross check. And then to Erica McDonald for the Adrian Bulldogs, a checking penalty with 7 seconds to go. So we'll have a little bit of 4-on-4 action to start the period, and then Indiana Tech will have a little bit of a power play. And when that happens, we will, of course, be here to bring it to you. But that's going to do it here for the intermission report. We'll go ahead and step aside once again. Indiana Tech hockey on SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, It's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome back. About ready to get things started here, period number 2. While we have a minute, we'll just go over some of the leading scorers in the nation, and a lot of them are in this game here today. Indiana Tech, the number 1, 3, and 4 scorers in the country points-wise, and those 3 are, of course, Pedamshan, Megan Yakichuk, and Dakota Bowler, coming into the weekend with 50 points, 41 points, and 38 points, respectively. And then number 5 and number 6 are on Adrian. Leah Williams with 38 coming into the weekend, and Hunter Boscher with 30. And so Adrian also holding 2 of the top 10 goalies in ACHA in terms of goals against average. Jordan Hunt, who's in net for the Bulldogs right now, just a .58 goals against average, not even allowing a goal on average. Izzy Varner ranks 14th in the ACHA with the goals against average of 1.49. The current winning streak for Adrian College, which is now up to 10, is their longest since winning 14 straight games back in the 2018-2019 season. And Indiana Tech, of course, hoping that that streak does not get that far, which if they were able to match 14, that would probably carry them to at least the conference championship game, should both of these two teams make it that far. Both teams earning the buys for their division in that tournament, which will take place the weekend of February 25th through 27th. So not next weekend, but the following. And then I believe it'll be about a week and a half before the national tournament gets started. And I believe for women's D1, that operates from March 10th to the 15th or somewhere in that range. And Adrian College tracking to be there. Indiana Tech also tracking to be there, but still time to unfold. And one of these two teams likely to get the auto bid for winning the CCWHA tournament in just a couple of weeks. So here, McCarroll, as the second period gets started, lost it. Pedamshan trying to pick this one up. Here we go. She's got it now. Time about to expire on the penalty to Nesbitt, and then it'll be a power play to Indiana Tech for a minute and a half, and here we go. So out of the box, McNair steps into the play. Pedamshan picks up, trying to find Yakichuk, but Boscher was there on the intercept. And we'll dump this one in deep. Yonker behind the goal, looking to get this one started. She's hounded there by Fuchuk, gets it up to Pedamshan. Plenty of room here for Indiana Tech as the touch pass there for Yakachuk. Robinson trying to body her off the play. Comes to Pedamshan. Across now for Yonker, her fellow Calgary native. The shot was blocked there by McNair. Now here comes McNair the other way. She's got some help, but sends it right to the stick of Megan Yakachuk. Bodied off the play there by Robinson. Fuchuk picks up. Tapped down there by Pedamshan. Stretch pass ahead for Bowler, who's racing in here. Tracking back is Shaw as Bowler's line mates go for a change. Bowler lets Jusak pick this one up. Tried to send it back to Bowler, who went for the change and cleared out by Adrian College. Nesbitt in neutral gets it to Stewart. Stewart had it taken away from her. That was by Horney, who sends it up ice. Adley looking to play this one. Sends it up for Stewart. Picked up now. Here comes Miranda with a chance in all alone. Had it knocked away there by Moore in recovery. Time about to expire now on the penalty to McDonald. So last rush opportunity here for Indiana Tech on the power play. Stewart skates this one into the corner. Hits the brakes. Trying to find Kuzbel. Had it knocked away. Shaw tried to throw the stick out and poke checked that one ahead. Couldn't do it. But it's sent free of the zone there by Miranda. Pass intercepted by Bosher, who turns this play the other way. Calverta with the poke check on that one. And now here comes Kuzbel up the near side. Kuzbel trying to chip this one into the corner. Calverta holding the line only momentarily as Bosher chipped it out. Yonker regroups. Looking for Jusak, misfired, and icing will be called. Two and a half gone here in the second period. The 4-on-4 and short power play ensued for Indiana Tech. Nothing coming of it. Anderson into the draw here for Indiana Tech. Goes behind the Tech goal. Now into the near corner. And getting it out is Robinson. Off the wall, Castile wasn't able to handle it. Now Moore along the far side. Tries to keep moving this one forward into the offensive zone. Comes out now for Castile. Looking to go back in the middle for McDonald. Moore knocked it away, but it was sent right back in. Adley leaving it for Moore. Moore, long stretch pass ahead. Looking for Yakachuk, who's parked at the blue line. Trying to get around McNair to get to this one, and she does. Chips it in, but Shaw takes over. Around now for Thomas. Fuchuk backhands this one in. Adley stops it for Yonker. Yonker trying to wheel this one out herself. Had it knocked away, but Episcopo able to poke check that one clear. Comes to Pedamshan. Pedamshan still with it. Looking to get that one in deep. Stretch pass coming across for Yonker, who has to retreat. Fuchuk picks it up. Might have been able to get it to Peterson for a break, but Peterson would have gone in offsides, had to slow up. Miranda. Bowler down there as well. Now onto the scene is Eagleson. Up ice. Adrian College able to break out, but right back in comes Pedamshan. Around to the far side for Eagleson. It's in her skates. And pinned to the wall now. Working for it is Stewart. Has two Bulldogs draped all over her. Still battling for it. They've started moving up a little bit towards the blue line. Now it finally comes free. Moore ties up. Calverta comes across to try and send that one back down for Indiana Tech. Kuzbel had it knocked away by Warner. And then dumped in behind the goal. And we'll have a penalty coming to the Bulldogs for elbowing. And Gabrielle Jex will be the guilty party. So Indiana Tech with their first full 2-minute power play, assuming they are unable to score here on it. Pedamshan will take the draw. And Shaw looking to hammer this one around and out. Yonker gets to it in time, but McCarrow is there for AC. Yonker about broke that one up, but Bosher picks up, skating into the offensive zone, and now turning the other way are the Warriors. Yakachuk leading the charge up ice. Into the corner, Yakachuk circled, tried to center it for Bowler. Popped up into the slot and was sent out by Bosher. A minute and a half to go on the power play. Episcopo goes back for it. Sent up ice for Yonker, had it knocked away. Robinson picks up. Bowler had it for a moment. Yakachuk for Pedamshan, just barely onside, chips it in, and will go for the change. Werner wheeling this one up herself, chips it ahead, right to Moore. Comes across now for Kuzbel in the middle. Kuzbel to the far side, slows things down. Goes to Moore, Robinson's on her and able to get this one out for the Bulldogs. She'll dump it in on Adley. Adley thought about maybe covering it as Fuchuk was coming in hot. Stewart able to navigate that one to safety. Fanned on the pass a little bit, still gets to Moore. Jusak in the skates, picks up, sends it across for Nesbitt. Nesbitt, she'll shoot. Save there by Hunt. Rebound was loose, but Kuzbel couldn't get the stick on it. Comes around now to Stewart at the hash mark. Up to Episcopo. Over to Jusak, plenty of room to shoot. She'll fire, and that one goes wide. Episcopo comes over and holds this one in. Sends it back down to hit Stewart, looking to fire that one at the goal, but it's off McDonald and out of the zone. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Jusak just missed the stick of Sterling Nesbitt, sent the other way now. Episcopo picks up. Into the offensive zone, Ashley Episcopo skating behind the goal. She'll fire and score! Ashley Episcopo able to get Indiana Tech on the board and make it a 1-0 game. 13:07 on the clock here in period number 2. Bad angle shot here just below the circle, but she's able to get it through as Hunt wasn't quite ready for it. And so Indiana Tech with the big first goal here, and we'll see if they can build on that one. Indiana Tech scored the first goal last time. These actually in both of their previous wins against Adrian College, Indiana Tech scored the first goal. The Bulldogs scored the first goal yesterday and won, so a team that scores first is 3-0. We'll see if that trend holds true here today, as here comes Wood in the offensive zone. Leaves it for Bosher. Wood goes to the net. Almost a goal, but Adley able to get the foot across, get the pad on it, and keep it out. Yonker gets this one ahead to Colombe. Now Colombe down the near side. Fending off Wood. Tried to send it towards Trenner. Lost it. Peterson stops up, looks to rim it back around. That was actually Goodwin. Bosher intercepted there by Anderson. Turned back into the far corner off the bench. Pedamshan looking to apply the forecheck. Goodwin up to Bosher. Bosher blocked there by Bowler. Bowler getting a little physical there with Bosher. Moore keeps it alive. Gets it across to Yakachuk. She shoots, but saved there by Hunt. We've seen Yakachuk rip it plenty of times before. She's one of the leading goal scorers in the nation. Currently at number 2 with 24 goals. 25 after yesterday. And I would assume that the leading scorer in the nation is Sydney Poison. Dakota Bowler right behind in the 3 spot with 22. All right, so short delay, but we're good to go. As into the near corner, Robinson trying to get this one free, and eventually does. Episcopo right back up for Yakachuk. Yakachuk working with Pedamshan. Yakachuk looks to shoot. That one deflected wide. Shaw. Pedamshan knocks her away. Yakachuk with the shot here. Yakachuk, rebound still there. Can't find the back of the goal, and Adrian holds. Bowler along the half wall on the far side. Cleared out here by Adrian College, and a potential break as that pass was broken up as Robinson was looking for Thomas. Near corner comes the Nesbitt. Pokes it free. Now Kuzbel. Can she get to it? No. Knocked away by Peterson. Nesbitt's there. Put it right into the stick of Fuchuk. And Indiana Tech looking to turn this one back into the corner. On the forecheck, here comes Kuzbel, but it's sent out there by McNair. Peterson racing in. Stewart on the back check. Has the right angle, and Adley with the save. Looked like the net might have come off. And we're going to get it waved off. As I said it, the net was off, but the shot came through for Adrian College right as the official blew the whistle. And so a lucky break there for Indiana Tech. We'll look at this one on the replay. As I was focused on the net, I wasn't even looking at the shot. So you see here, Adley just, you can see it subtly knocks off. Maybe it's easier to see in person as there's the one-timer from Adrian College, but the whistle had just blown right before that. So Adrian College unable to get the lucky break there as the net was just marginally off, but that's all that it takes. And so still a 1-0 game. Puck is dropped. It was a draw to the right of Adley, and Adrian College, we'll see if this one fires them up, and they'll go on the attack here. Episcopo chasing this one down. Now the right side, she'll fire and score! Ashley Episcopo, goal number 2. And the Indiana Tech bench is loving it. Ashley Episcopo have an afternoon. The defender with both Indiana Tech goals so far. And that one kind of similar to the first one. Almost seemed like a nothing opportunity as the angle wasn't really there, but she made it happen. So Ashley Episcopo, what an afternoon for her, as that's number 2. And so Indiana Tech, capitalizes on the lucky break they got there. And they'll lead this one 2-0. How about that? And so the whistle will blow there as play looked to be offsides. And wow, what a turn. Adrian College thought they had tied it up. And then just after that, Ashley Episcopo comes down and scores her second. And Tech up 2-0. How about that? As off the faceoff, it's more. Calverta fanned on the pass. It gets up to Pedamshand anyways and is dumped in. Werner going back for it. Tried to rim it around. Some free ice here as it's able to be cleared by Wood. Vaquero looking to disrupt this one. Yonker has to navigate around, sends it right into Wood, but Pedamshand is there to pick up. Calverta, stretch pass ahead for Yakachuk, and it's into the corner. Yakachuk and Werner in a foot race. Still go crashing almost into the wall. They both fall. Clean play. As Yakachuk comes away with it, tried to center it for Pedamshand. Yonker fanned on the shot, knocked away for Boscher. Now here comes Boscher. She'll look to go one-on-one with Episcopo. Boscher cuts across looking for McCarrow, who hadn't caught up to the play. Almost poked out there by Bowler. Yakachuk able to get to this one, chip it ahead. Almost got past Shaw where Bowler would have had a look at it. Offsides for Indiana Tech as they'll change and tag up. Offers McDonald some time to get the play started. Robinson through neutral. Episcopo falls but gets right back up as Adley, sketchy one there, had it. Might have leaked through, but she was able to find it in time and get the stop. So 9:04 to go. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Adrian College. Everyone getting a little too eager here on the near side on the draw, and here we go. Now we get it down. Trying to center it was Adrian College. Comes out now to Kuzbel, who will skate this one wide and out. Along the far side, Nesbitt was there in support. Shaw able to clear it out to the blue line. Comes back to her. D-to-D from Miranda. Couldn't catch up to it. Peterson able to try and chip it out. but Moore was there. Kuzbel, shot blocked there by Shaw. Sticking with it, pinned to the wall there. And grabbing this one and getting it ahead. This is now, that's Donald for Adrian College. Dumps it in, goes for the change. Moore off the wall. Didn't have the right angle. As comes back now to Goodwin. Over for McNair. Cross ice. Knocked down there by Horny. Eagleson chases it into the corner. Moore tried to break that pass up, got past her, harmlessly to the near side. Warriors finally able to get this one free. Nesbitt trying to move it ahead. And Adrian College able to send it right back in. Getting to it is Yonker. Yonker chipping it ahead, but off the bench. Horny with the one-timer and a block shot there for Stephanie Stewart. And she's able to poke that one out. Bosher tried to hammer it off the wall to herself, but Trenner was in the way, got to it, and dumped it in. Miranda at the half wall. Trying to lift this one out, gets it to McCarrow, cross ice for Bosher. Bosher fired it through, but Episcopo had the stick there to deflect that one into the corner. Anderson, dangerous pass there right through the goal mouth, but it worked out. Now here comes Anderson down the far side. Tried to get it to Trenner. It was a little in front of her, but she'll just throw the stick out and chip it into the corner. Tech makes changes. Yonker winds and fires into the glove there of Jordan Hunt. So great back and forth action still throughout this one. Just under 7 minutes to go. Yakachuk into the draw. Out there with Pettimshan and Bowler. Bowler a backhand try there that just went wide. Bowler and Shaw go tumbling to the ice. Comes around to Yonker on the far side. Back down for Yakachuk. Yakachuk pinned to the wall there. Pettimshan takes over. Tried to center for Bowler into the skates there. Over the defender, that was McNair. McNair able to get this one out. Calverta and Robinson go back. Robinson into the corner. Had it knocked away by Calverta. Adrian College able to regain possession here behind the net. Turning back around was Carly Castile. Sent back down for her line mate. That's McDonald. Comes up to Goodwin. Into the slot, backhand try there. Adley able to save that one and get the whistle. Donald into the face-off for Adrian College, taking it against Stewart. Off the face-off, Adrian College controls. Comes to Kuzbel. Gets it to Nesbitt. Now Stewart. Stewart and Nesbitt. Stewart chips it into the corner. Nesbitt chases it down. Couldn't quite get to possession there as Goodwin sent it around for Eagleson. Eagleson off the wall. Free of the zone. Donald trying to get this one up to Peterson. Comes to Episcopo. Behind the net. Lost the handle on it. Peterson took over, trying to center it. Pinching down was Werner. Comes across to Eagleson. It's loose in the crease, and a bunch of players fall on top of each other. Still loose, no whistle, and finally we get one. There's the scrum in front. But Indiana Tech able to hold this one out. As you see the shot there and the rebound. All of a sudden, 3 or 4 players just fall right on top of Mackenzie Adley. But no worse for the wear. It'll be an offensive zone draw for Adrian to the left of Adley. 5:26 to go. Comes to Moore in the corner. Centering pass there for Horny. Just couldn't find the back of the net. The chance was there, but unable to convert. Along the near side, comes up to Eagleson. She'll tee off. That one finds the back of the goal. So Kiera Eagleson had just enough room. You'll see it perfectly here from our angle as that one just beats Adley back to that post. And so Adrian College will cut the deficit in half. And it is a new game here. AC back within one. Off the draw, Bowler across the red line, dumps this one in. Comes around to the far side. Calverta, D-to-D for Yonker. Yonker looks to fire. Bowler trying to get the tip on it. Still there for Pettimshand. And a goal for Pettimshand as Indiana Tech gets it right back. So Tech wasting no time. Yonker on the shot. Bowler, I think, might have gotten just enough of that. And it was there for Pettimshand, who it looked like didn't waste any time and just got it on the backhand and lifted it up over Hunt. So about 16 seconds later, and Indiana Tech will regain the 2-goal lead. Now into the Indiana Tech zone. Calverta there. Pinned to the wall, she sticks with it. Robinson comes in and takes it away. Tried to wrap it back around for Castile. Yonker tried to keep McDonald off of it. Castile gets to it, centered for McDonald, the shot there. Don't think it made it to the net. And net is knocked off once again. So, quite the game we've got going on here today. As really looking at that peg, we'll take a look back at the goal from Pettimshand. There's a shot from Yonker. I don't think Bowler actually got any of that one, but Pettimshand got enough of it to make it a 3-1 game. And still working on the net over there, as you see. And it looks like they're satisfied, and we'll be ready to go. It'll be Donald into the draw against, it looks to be Kuzbel down there. Actually, it was Stewart. And Nesbitt able to chip this one out. Werner going to get back to it for Adrian College. Tried to rim it around, didn't get much of it. Nesbitt was there to take it away. Now Kuzbel. Couldn't get the pass through. Knocked off with the stick of an Adrian player. Regrouping now with Moore with Stewart. Dumped in, no icing. Werner around to the near side. Stewart takes over. Stewart with the shot and off the glove of Hunt. And kept out, rimmed around. And that one will become an icing for Adrian College. So it comes all the way back down. 3:39 to go here in period number 2. Anderson to the draw. Looks like Jex is her opposite. They'll win the draw, but Calverta can't get to it in time. Comes back to Calverta, going across for Jusak, tipped in. Werner tried to send it around. Trenner almost got to it in time. Comes up now to Horny at the far side. Tried to go into the middle for Jex, misfired. Yonker tied up there with Eagleson, but comes away with the puck. Had it knocked off of her stick, and everyone's going to crash into each other, but everyone looks good to go. Comes up now the near point for Miranda. Trying to send that one towards the net. Chipped ahead now for Trenner. She's got Anderson with her. She'll just send this one down low. And looking to pick this one up and get some speed going. Look to be Wood. She's got it now. Skates it out into the center. Chipped it past Yakachuk. Calverta's there to poke check it away. Back towards Yakachuk. Along the wall. Chipped in to the Indiana Tech zone. Moore trying to stretch pass ahead for Pedamshan, just coming in off the bench. Couldn't get it. It goes down. No icing. Actually, they are going to call the icing. Thought they waved it off. So Pedamshan almost got a piece of that one, but it went just past her. .225 to go. Donald will pick the right face-off circle to take this one out of. Making sure everyone's set. And now here we go, ready to play. Pedamshan trying to feed this one ahead. Bowler races to it. Gets in deep now in the Bulldog zone. Up ice for Peterson, couldn't handle it. Yakachuk holds it in at the near point. Back to Shaw. Off the stick of Donald, across to Fuchuk. Turnover into the middle. Bowler shot right into Eagleson. Pedamshan tried to send it towards the net off the backhand. Behind the net, rims it back up high for Yonker at the far side. Yonker, D-to-D pass came out of the zone for Episcopo, who will send it right back in and almost scored. That's intentional offsides, though, as Indiana Tech hadn't cleared, and so the shot on goal is deemed intentional, so it'll have to come all the way down. But the officials talking about this one. We'll see what the call is. And so it will just be a normal offsides face-off here. Episcopo had it knocked away by Robinson, in on goal to Adley. And Adley going to just hold that one. And so it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Bulldogs. Off the draw, behind the Tech net in deep. Just outside the would-be trapezoid area. And now bringing this one ahead is Stewart. Couldn't get it to Nesbitt, knocked away by McDonald. Now here's McDonald. Sends that one, patted aside by Adley. Episcopo tries to rim it right back up. Coming in and shutting that one down is Werner. Yonker up ahead for Kuzbel. Kuzbel able to get this one out off the top of the boards, and so it'll get blown dead with just over a minute to go here in our second period of action. And someone was getting a little too anxious, so we'll run this one back. All right, did it right that time. So getting this one was Goodwin. Moore took it over, sent up the wall for Trenner. Intercepted by Goodwin, sent it right back down low. Horny tried to center it for Eagleson, deflected there by Tech, and up into the safety netting with 49.2 seconds to go. Both teams will make line changes. And we'll run it right back from the right face-off dot. Ayla Wood and Yakachuk will take it for their respective clubs. Pedamshan right off the draw, able to clear this one out. Doesn't have enough juice to be icing. Bowler racing in on Shaw. They'll both go tumbling down. No penalty called. This has been a rather physical game, but really not a lot of penalty, just good contact. Nothing too serious as McCarroll races into the corner. Deflected on to Adley, but no trouble there as Bowler looking to send this one across for Pedamshan. Here's Pedamshan in down the far side. She'll fire, but that one deflected up into the netting off the stick of Allison Shaw. The Bell River, Ontario native, just a freshman, but one could argue she might be the best defenseman on this Adrian College team, certainly one of their top 4, no doubt about that. She has been involved frequently here today. Jordan Hunt, the goaltender, also just a freshman, so the future bodes well for Adrian College. Of course, all but one Indiana Tech player is a freshman, the lone exception being Brooklyn Moore, who I believe still has eligibility for next season. And so with whatever recruits come in, there have been 4 officially announced on the Indiana Tech website, and we'll just pause our discussion there, as that is going to conclude the second period. So Indiana Tech has to be very happy with that one, as they now lead it 3-1. And we'll step aside. Indiana Tech hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
My name is Kian Ching.
I am Solomon Long. We are electrical engineering students at Indiana Tech and will be graduating May of 2021.
For electrical engineering, I gained an interest through robotics in high school, actually. And I got to know the mechanical engineering side of robotics, then I got to learn the electrical side, and I kind of learned that I like the electrical side a little better than the mechanical side.
I actually relate it back to cooking when I was younger. Find the meal that I like, tear it apart, and figure out what aspect about it that I liked and see if I could recreate it at home. And I sort of took that logical mindset of taking something that's interesting, breaking it apart, and putting it back together. And I found out then that that's basically what engineering is. So we decided to pursue this project because it was sort of interesting. It was definitely difficult, but we hadn't seen somebody else do this before.
Well, our project is basically a human detection device that detects human footsteps within a certain radius. The general functionality of our device is it takes in frequency waves from anything around, and then we coded it onto the device where it just calculates and filters out anything that's not a footstep. And then from there, it just kind of calculates where the location is through a neat function called multilateration, which is a whole math theory and everything.
Yeah, so the process itself basically just takes data from a person walking around. It takes that data mixed with all the noise from the environment and filters it out using the code and the filters the device itself, determines what signal is actually a person versus what was noise, then uses the delay between all of the sensors to find out where that person is located.
From my knowledge, the marketability of this product would be more towards the security side and marketing side, actually. So for security side, it's more of a discrete surveillance system versus like a camera in a room where someone can see it, versus our sensing device that you can put under like a table where nobody can see it. And then it can also do like heat mapping and population traffic to determine like in a room where the most visited places.
So during the first semester of Senior Project, or Senior Project 1, we basically were just going through research, trying to figure out what project we actually wanted to talk about, what project we wanted to do. Once the project was decided, then the rest of the semester was research. And then Senior Project 2 is where we actually really started going through and building the device.
We had the components that we wanted, and then we just went in with design iterations. We went in with all kind of just trial and error, trying to make something work, spending hours and hours in this lab.
So to break the process down to actually manufacture our device, what we decided to do was first start with what sensors we needed, what microcontrollers we needed, how we were going to hook everything up. To actually assemble the project, first we decided on how big the project was going to be, how much room it should take up, got all the dimensions of all the components, the microcontroller, the sensors, the chip, all of that, the battery. Then took that design, wired all the controllers and everything up onto a prototyping board, the filters, the microcontroller, the sensors, put it all together, and then just kind of temporarily mounted it to the device to actually prototype.
And then for the actual like functionality of making all these components work together, it kind of was just all cored into the coding, which we used for coding MATLAB and also C++ coding. And then from that, we used kurtosis, which is kind of like a probabilities and statistics theory. Then from that, we used the time of arrivals and the time difference of arrivals of the actual wave. And then from that, we took that data in and put into multilateration, which is kind of like the core bread and butter of the entire like project, where it determined where the location of that person was from the time differences of the wave to the sensors. I would say like for issues that we've encountered and kind of just like failures and prototypes, it became very apparent that like the time difference and like having everything like really close was kind of an issue. And then we decided for our last prototype that we built was going to be like increasing the distance between the sensors so that we didn't have to work as close with the time differences.
Yeah, a lot of our device revolved around that time difference of arrival, or time of arrivals. And that ended up, the faster that we could sample, the more accurate we'd be able to actually take that data.
Overall, in like, at least for me, what I used from my other classes for this project was coding skills. I also learned that drawing like schematics and just drawing out ideas and just throwing out ideas end up creating better ideas than trying to find that perfect idea to start with. For me, like on a personal level, I'm very much a computer science guy. I really like to code. So being able to see my code that I wrote actually like do what I want is always fulfilling in itself.
When the project was done, that first moment there, just feeling that huge thing, like it works.
Yeah.
And as soon as it worked, that was just that was super, super fun.
Yeah.
I really appreciated Indiana Tech for a lot of the professors that have been around. Like I know Zach, Rumsey, Professor Byers, all three of them have been huge supports. They've been super encouraging. They've been super nice. Having them help, that was definitely something that I really appreciated about Tech. As excited as I am to graduate, I will miss all the friends and all the teachers that I have, but I am ready to move on and to continue working in the actual industry where I can not just better myself, but potentially create something to better someone else.
For me, as much as I've enjoyed my time at Tech, I would like to just be able to take this opportunity to use this as a stepping stone for my next step in life, which is going to be starting my career and using what I've learned here to be able to better the world.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
All right, welcome back. Second intermission well underway here from the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House. Indiana Tech with 3 goals that period to make it a 3-1 lead. We'll take a look at the goals, starting off with the first goal from Ashley Episcopo. This is the one that would make it 1-0. You see she picks this one up here in the neutral zone. Starting to run out of room here, but the bad angle shot able to find the back of the goal. And so that was the one that got it all started. And then just about almost 3 minutes later, and Ashley came right back with another one. As this is actually when Adley knocked it off, and Adrian thought that they had tied this one up. So there's the one-timer, but the whistle had just blown when that shot was let go. And so that made this goal from Episcopo all the sweeter for Indiana Tech, as this one kind of just came into free ice. Episcopo was racing for it, able to pick it up, has plenty of room here, and just fires. That one, I think, went through the 5-hole of the goaltender Hunt, made it 2-0. We played like that for a little bit, and then Adrian able to get on the board. Kiera Eagleson here comes up to here at the near point, and she'll let the slap shot go, but Adley just unable to get there in time. The screen was there just about a second late. Had a great look at it there from our position. And then about 16 seconds later, Indiana Tech able to get this one back with Izzy Pedamshan putting the backhander top shelf, able to find the goal. You see it right there. Just snuck that one up over Hunt. And so that's where we sit right now. It is a 3-1 lead for Indiana Tech. Just one penalty that period to Gabby Jex, an elbow. And that one was inconsequential early on, as the penalty to her, I believe, had just expired when Episcopo scored to make it 1-0. So with that said, we'll go ahead and step aside once again. Indiana Tech hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior. Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes. Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, Nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior. You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Welcome back. About ready to get the third period started. Teams have taken to the ice once again, and Adrian College going to have to dig deep here, find the 2-goal comeback to tie this one up. We'll see if they're able to do it. Certainly a high-powered offense. If we look at their goals scored per game, they're at 5.11, so a very high mark. And we'll see. This game certainly not done and dusted quite yet, but Indiana Tech got to be happy with the position they're in, leading this one 3-1, just 20 minutes to go. Indiana Tech looking for the split and to take the season series, regular season-wise, 3-1. These two teams very likely to see each other once again in the conference tournament, but we're worried about the here and now. And here and now, Dakota Bowler picks that one up off the draw, skates it in the zone. Plenty of room, she'll fire, still there, but it was blocked down in front by Peterson. Comes up now, rather good one, excuse me, as I keep getting those two mixed up. As Pedamshan along the blue line trying to keep this one alive. Calverta comes in, tries to chip it in deep. Paddled for along the wall. McCarrow picks up. Regroup, send this one far side for Boscher. Boscher sends this one in on goal. Adley taps it up to Pedamshan, up for Yakachuk. Yakachuk takes some contact there from Shaw. Comes back across for Robinson. And McDonald picks up outside the zone and has to regroup. Shaw across the red line, up to Castile. Lost it, Calverta. Across for Episcopo. Nesbitt can't quite get that one clear. As sending that one towards the net was Castile. Calverta picks up, finds Kuzbel. Kuzbel trying to float that one ahead to Nesbitt, but broken up by Adrian College. Sent back in by McNair. Episcopo picks up. Stretch pass ahead for Kuzbel is on the money. Here comes Georgia Kuzbel. Hits the brakes at the top of the circle. Looking to find teammate support. Sends it down low for Nesbitt. Centering pass at the back door for Stewart, but couldn't get it to go. So Stewart nearly made it a 3-goal lead there. Not even a minute and a half into this one. But Indiana Tech with a good scoring chance there. Stewart will take this face-off. Puck is down, and it's picked up by Goodwin. Circling behind the net. Up ahead for Eagleson. Yonker defends that one, holds a good gap. They'll battle, and eventually Horney comes in, dumps it far corner. Adley will leave it for Moore. Moore a little slow on the choice there. Had it knocked away. Jex takes over. Jex sends that one towards the side of the goal. Adley was able to make the save. Horney tries to center. Adley gets the stick there to shut that one down like it's the Ambassador Bridge. Jex now on the far side. Nesbitt gets this one clear of the zone. Comes out to Werner. Cross now for Eagleson. Eagleson gains zone entry. Toe drags around Yonker, but Yonker able to recover, knock it away. Comes to Jusak now. Cleared out to center. Peterson steps into this one. Into the face-off dot. Now circling behind the Tech net. Yonker able to body her off. But Peterson does a good job sticking with it. Comes out. Warner turns it back up ice. Episcopo in her own zone. Across for Anderson. Anderson trying to find Trenner. And it's into the Indiana Tech bench, so the whistle will blow. 17:26, period number 3. Yakachuk, Pedamshan, Bowler take the ice in the white jerseys. Comes across the ice now. Pedamshan Gets this one to Bowler. Couldn't quite locate it, and Wood takes it away. Wood up for Bosher. Now Yakchuk at the far point. Fired Bowler with the tip. That one just goes wide. Pettimshand up to Calverta. Pettimshand cycles this one down low. Bowler takes over. Stops up the goal line, but lost control. Calverta keeps it alive. Still just able to keep it in once again. Still there, and eventually it'll trickle back down low. Bosher tried to tap it out. Couldn't make it happen. McCarroll will skate this one out now on her own. It's around Nesbitt coming off the bench. Sends this one down low. Calverta gets it to Moore. Moore with a little bit of room here. She'll skate this one out. Ahead to Nesbitt. Off of Moore. Stayed in the zone. Now Nesbitt in the slot. She'll fire. That one just goes wide. Robinson there for Adrian College. Thought about sending it to Castile. Makes its way over to that area now. Robinson chips it ahead. Robinson with some room here down the right side. Robinson shot, score. So Robinson scores here for Adrian College, and they'll get back within one. 16 minutes to go, as Robinson did a good job of cutting towards the middle of the ice and changing her angle. Adley didn't really adjust fast enough, and Robinson able to rip that one top corner far side. And we once again have just a one-goal game. Last time it was this close, though, Indiana Tech responded beautifully and scored 16 seconds later. So we'll see what Indiana Tech can draw up here. Episcopo gets it up to Trenner. It's out of the zone. Off the shin pad of Anderson, now to be played by Peterson. Couple players aside, battle for it here along the blue line. Comes out to the center circle for Episcopo. Sent up for Horny. Tipped in. Episcopo goes at it with Jex. Definitely a sense of a little rivalry starting to brew between these two teams as some of the physical play continues to pick up, more so than really any other game we've had here this year. But that's just the way it goes when you have two very evenly matched teams. Trenner tried to chip that one ahead. Miranda broke it up. Anderson's tired, needs a change, doesn't pursue that one. Jusak in on the forecheck. Fuchuk can't quite clear that one. Bowler and Fuchuk collide. Jusak loses her stick, and so Adrian College a little bit of time here to get this one ahead. Yakachuk under some pressure, circling back into her own zone, gets it to Yonker. Yonker up ahead for Bowler, but that one interrupted by Fuchuk. Miranda able to pick it up. Miranda trying to box Moore off the puck. Moore, a good job there to take that one away. It's cleared out to neutral ice by Indiana Tech. Bosher plays it ahead to Miranda. Now for Werner, back across for Bosher. Comes back to Werner. Over to Goodwin. Up ice for Bosher. Picked off there by Stewart. Stewart carries this one into the zone. Thought about circling back, just sent that one around deep. Nesbitt there, as is Episcopo. Nesbitt with it now. Battling with a couple of Bulldogs. And eventually Wood's going to gain some possession here. Episcopo holds it in. Nope, it comes just out. So Stewart needs to tag up. And eventually it comes out, so all good. Comes across to McCarroll for Bosher. Bosher down the left side. She'll shoot in glove there by Mackenzie Adley. Face off to the right of Adley. It'll be Anderson into the draw for the Warriors. Through the goal mouth. Yonker chases it to this side. Jusak cutting through neutral. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson, who had a hot start to the season for a couple of weeks, was right up there leading the country in points. Is now Robinson with a break here. Yonker comes back hard. And Adley stands her ground and makes the save. Of course, now it's Izzy Pedamshan leading the nation by quite a decent margin with 50 points. Off the draw, Adley sends that one in the direction of Episcopo. Now Pedamshan able to get this one to Yakachuk. Now here go Yakachuk and Bowler. They'll switch sides. Now it's really just Yakachuk. Bowler cuts to the net on the backhand, tried to get it across, but Bowler went crashing into the net and is going to draw a penalty here. And that one is going to be on, I think that's Gabby Jex, who is skating to the box now. So a big opportunity here for Indiana Tech. It is Jex. Interference, the call. And so 13:06 to go. And Indiana Tech will go on the power play and look to restore the 2-goal lead. It'll be the number 1 unit out. Power play hasn't had success today on their one full chance. And now would be a great time to change that. Behind the goal for Goodwin. Able to clear it as the music finally stops playing. Adley almost mishandled that one. That would have been a very tough look. Pedamshan across to Yonker on the far side. Lauren Yonker into the zone. Stops up. Finds Episcopo. Episcopo, she'll try and fire. Looking for the tip was Bowler. Couldn't get it. Behind the goal it comes to Pedamshan. Right out in front finds Yakachuk. But Robinson got a piece of that one to slow the stick of Yakachuk. Yonker over to Episcopo. Episcopo, she'll fire. That one blocked down in front. Clear it up top now to Episcopo. She'll send it right back down to Pedamshan. Up the wall to Episcopo. Had it knocked away from her. And now here comes Robinson. Working on Yakachuk, and a great recovery there by Megan Yakachuk to break up the play. Pedamshan in hot pursuit of this one. Stops up, circles back as everyone on that unit changes. Now it's Moore's turn to take up the cause. Had it knocked away from her. Nesbitt chips it ahead to herself. She'll skate this one down into the corner. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Just along the half wall. Stewart couldn't collect it. Kuzbel trying to get the stick lift there. Couldn't get possession. Now here comes McCarrow. McCarrow working on Moore. This one goes into the corner. Jusak takes it over. And we'll skate it ahead. Give it to Stewart. Now Stewart in down the near side. Tried the drop pass to Nesbitt. But Boscher was there for that one. Dumped it all the way down. 20 seconds to go on the power play for Indiana Tech. Right up to Stewart. In the middle, Nesbitt, it's off of her skates. She'll skate this one wide to the left. Sticks with it, leaves it now for Jusak. Comes up to Yonker. Yonker into the circle, she'll shoot. That one goes high. Comes around to Stewart now at the far side. Back to even strength. Tried to be cleared there by Miranda, and it eventually comes out. Jex now with an opportunity going 1-on-5 as their line mates change. Trying to cut back to the net. That was a great play, but stifled there by Adley. Pinned to the wall there by Yonker. Taking this one over is Wood. Tried to feed it through to Episcopo. Episcopo takes over. Continuing to skate this one ahead. Down the left side. Now she'll go 1-on-5. Had it knocked away from her there by Shaw. Cross ice pass onto the skates of Pedamshan. Now Bowler's there. Bowler still holding on to this one. Sends it towards Pedamshan in the slot. And picking this one up is Goodwin. Goodwin up ice for Boscher. Cleared out. Calverta regains. Into the zone. Bowler cutting to the net. Tried to get the feed there from Calverta. It just missed. Leading the charge up ice now is Tess McCarrow. Chips this one in deep. Gives Moore some appreciation and chases the puck in behind the net. Moore circles back and does it again. Loses control of it. Down there now is Donald. Comes up to Pedamshan, able to chip that one past Werner and out of the zone. Pedamshan, the lone member of that line, stays out there to apply some token pressure. Only player on that side of the ice. As Tech went to change. Fuchuk working on this one behind the goal. Trying to center it, can't do it. Rims around now for Miranda at the far side. Tried to send it across for Donald. Calverta's there. Comes out to Werner at the far point. Shot there, saved by Adley. Donald tried to center that one, broken up. One-timer there from Miranda. Still loose, but sent wide there by Horny. Comes up top for Warner. She'll tee off that one glove there by Adley, but not frozen. Still loose in front. Cleared out now to the point. Werner, she'll fire center point. Blocked that one by Pedamshan, falling to her knees. Anderson, broken up there by Eagleson, plays off sides for the Bulldogs. Picked up by Yonker, sent ahead to Jusak. It's off her stick and in deep. Jusak and Shaw go in. Sent around now to this side for Eagleson. Anderson tried to chip that one back in deep. Looking for Jusak down low, who tried to poke it over to Trenner in the slot. Rimmed up here and out. Taking this one away is Eagleson. 2-on-1. Moore and Eagleson. She's got Castile with her. They switch sides. Miscommunication. Castile takes a burnout there. At the side, almost a shot there for Jex. Rimmed around by Moore. Held in by Shaw. The shot through traffic into the corner. Deflected down by someone in front. Comes back across now for Shaw. Shot to the middle. A save there by Adley. And a rebound goal for Jex. So pressure from both sides, and Gabby Jex able to find the back of the net on the rebound with 8:06 to go, and we are all tied up. Just a scramble in front, and a timeout called here by Scott Hicks, so we'll go ahead and step aside. Indiana Tech Hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
All right, welcome back just in time. The energy is electric here at the Parkview Sport One Ice House as we are suddenly tied. 8 minutes to go. This one has been better than advertised between two top 5 clubs in the ACHA Women's Division I. Comes to Yonker. Yonker ahead for Kuzbel. Kuzbel has some offense here. Gets it to Nesbitt, who's pinned to the wall as she got that one in deep. Back up. Trying to get this one clear was McDonald, held in at the line by Episcopo. Sent that one on goal. Hunt was ready for it. Warner up ice. That one is called icing, but Boscher's going to get to it first, well ahead of Episcopo. Episcopo had it knocked away there for a second at the side of the goal. Adley able to... No, Varner's in net now. So Izzy Varner comes into the goal in relief of Mackenzie Adley. Not sure if that's just to spark the team, but nonetheless... So Izzy Varner taking over in goal. Coming in cold in an intense situation. We'll see how this one works out. Comes to Pedamshand. To Yakchuk. Yakchuk tried to toe drag through, lost it. Yonker looked to send it back down low. Taken over by Adrian College. Flipped out ahead. Horny racing in. Varner's going to play this one just in the nick of time. Wood gets to this one for AC. Yakchuk taking over and skating it ahead for Indiana Tech. Has Pedamshan along the near side. Sends it to her. Pedamshan tried to give it right back to Yakchuk. Couldn't do it. Warner sent it out. Moore's right there. Send it into Horny. Yakchuk poked it across. Dumped in. AC's offsides. They got to tag up. So Moore, the former Bulldog, has to try and clear this one out. Held in there by Eagleson as a clearing attempt into her shin pad. Now here's Jusak off the skate of Trenner. It comes out of the zone. Warner sends it right back in as Trenner and Warner collide. No call going to come on that one. Piscopo gets around Eagleson. Across the red line, now into the offensive zone. Almost got lit up there. That was Donald going through. Now here comes Peterson along the far side for Adrian College. In on Varner, she'll hold, and Donald taken down as she was crashing to the net. And no penalties, it looked like are going to come from that one. But that just goes to show you these two teams are not messing around. Donald coming in hot. Multiple Warriors going over there to try and stop her from doing that. It's Varner fresh into this one. Doesn't need to be getting a snow shower. Off the faceoff, comes up top. Didn't get all that shot. Behind the net for Fuchuk. Yonker was tied up, but comes away with this one. Now here's Yonker leading this one ahead. Across the red line, tried to chip it for Nesbitt. Behind the goal now for Goodwin. Rimmed around to McDonald. Taken over by Stewart. Stewart in the slot, shot it right into the skate of Nesbitt. Nesbitt a shot now. It's still in the slot, still right there. But Indiana Tech can't get the sticks on it. Now Fuchuk the other way. Dumps this one in. She'll get to it first and take over. Looking for her line mate McDonald. Couple of white jerseys there. Break that one up. Now here's Kuzbel. Kuzbel tried to send it ahead for Nesbitt. Intercepted by Miranda. Now Stewart in the way. Has Kuzbel with her. They look tired at the end of a shift. Toe drag Stewart. Pad save there by Hunt. Now here comes Castile. Cutting to the middle. Carly Castile into the offensive zone. Chips this one in on goal on Varner and goes hard to the net. But no harm, no foul. 4:50 to go in our tied contest. Carly Castile in the first road game for Indiana Tech up at Adrian was infamously referred to as a duster by her own team broadcaster, but has proven to not be a duster in my personal opinion. Again, those are the words of the Adrian team broadcaster, not me, after she scored a goal in that first one. As Miranda keeps this one alive at the left point. Sends it in deep. Episcopo feels the pressure there from Wood, coughs it up. Comes up top now to the point once again. Miranda at the side. There's a shot from the slot. Centering attempt, still there. Varner able to get a hold of this one, still digging for it. And Miranda coming in hot, slamming the stick, as they might have thought it was still loose. Ooh, Miranda getting in the face of, I think that was Bowler. Actually, I think that might have been Episcopo. But nonetheless, tensions are a little bit hot here at the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House, despite the fact that my hands are turning purple as we speak. It is chilly inside, but it must be hot down on the ice. All right, settled down. Yakachuk into the draw. 4:18 to go. Puck is down, tie up. We'll see who can poke it free. It's Boyer that comes away with it. Chips this one ahead. Pedamshan racing in a foot race there. Sends it at the goal across the crease. Along now to the near side. Eagleson trying to get this one out. Yakachuk blows a tire. Now here comes Jex. Horny's covered there by Nesbitt. Still got a piece of it. Horny in the far corner. Jex circling, fires, saved by Varner. So it'll be a draw here to the right of Varner as Adrian College building some momentum here after they got that third goal. Here off the face-off, drop there, and a penalty is coming, as I think that might be Nesbitt who got taken down. And so going to the box will be Kat Robinson. Trainer coming out to look at the injured Warrior. We'll take a look at this on the replay and see if we can get a better idea of what happened. As, yeah, Nesbitt, it looks like, got dropped there by Robinson. So 3:44 to go It'll be a power play of some sort for Indiana Tech. No time up on the scoreboard as of the moment. Nesbitt still on her knees. We'll keep it here for the time being as she looks like she's about to get up. Still some discussion ongoing. And Nesbitt able to get up to her feet and will skate off. Nesbitt also went down during yesterday afternoon's contest, but I think only missed a couple of shifts, if even that. And it will be a 5-minute major to Kat Robinson. So Indiana Tech, no matter what happens here, will be on the power play for the remainder of regulation play at minimum and can score at will. So a massive opportunity here for Indiana Tech with the 5-on-4 advantage. Don't have a timeout to play with if they wanted to try and split the time in half and get their top unit a rest. And so it'll be Pethamshand to the draw, and here we go. 5 minutes of power play time for Indiana Tech. Should all 5 be needed. Yakachuk keeps this one in, goes to Yonker, across now for Episcopo. Episcopo, she'll fire. That one blocked there by Boscher. Pethamshand picks up along the half wall. Pethamshand circles up top, leaves it for Yakachuk. Yakachuk shoots, and saved there by the glove of Jordan Hunt. We've seen Indiana Tech have power play success before. Pethamshand kind of circling and then opens up the side of the ice for Megan Yakachuk, who's had some time and space to let one fly on multiple occasions. And I'm sure we'll see Indiana Tech try and pull that one out here as here we go. Yakachuk gives it off to Episcopo. Try to go back into the middle. And Hunt able to get to that one and cover it up. 3:08 to go. Again, for those just joining us, we're a 3-3 tie. Indiana Tech led 3-1 after 2 periods. And back-to-back goals for Adrian have it tied up, but a power play for the rest of regulation. And then a little bit of change for Indiana Tech. Should they not score, Yakachuk across for Yonker, some room here. Yonker shoots that one high and wide. Episcopo coming down to try and keep this one in. Peterson with some room here, clears this one out to Yakachuk. Yonker comes across. This one's going to find nobody as it was a little too strong for Pethamshand off the wall. Yakachuk, defended by Peterson, has to get rid of this one and does. Sends it up to Episcopo, but it floated under a stick as a little miscommunication on who was going to pick that one up. Comes across now for Yakachuk. Yakachuk into the offensive zone. She'll get around one. Yakachuk with a shot save there by Hunt. And a big save is Yakachuk with the toe drag, able to find plenty of room, but Hunt got the blocker on it. Calverta on the scene, but this one's cleared out by Adrian College. All the way down for this one is Moore behind her own net. Moore circles back and will look to skate this one ahead. Pass up to Jusak, tried to touch it into the middle for Stewart. Stewart knocked off the play there. Along the near side, they'll battle for it. Jusak trying to keep this one alive, bouncing puck, but she keeps it in. 1:45 to go. Rimmed around and just out by the Bulldogs. Jusak has to be careful and saw Kuzbel offside at the last moment and sends it all the way back. So Indiana Tech going to look to go the full 200 feet here. 1.5 to go. Jusak. Options covered well for the moment. Gets it to Yonker. Yonker with some room here. She'll skate through the middle. Yonker across the red line, now into the offensive zone. Tries to chip it around Miranda to herself. Boscher picks up and takes over. Boscher through the middle of the ice on the backhand. Gets this one elevated and sends it all the way down. Varner leaves it. Sends it right back up. Pethamshand's here. She'll take over. Pethamshand looking to get some speed going here through neutral ice. Down the far side. Bodied off the play there by McNair. Bowler trying to walk it back up. Gets it to Yonker at the far point. Goes across for Episcopo. Under 40 seconds to go here, and it's cleared all the way back down by Peterson. 35 seconds, a minute 50 on the power play. As intercepted there by Wood. Wood on a breakaway, but she lost the handle on it, and Yakachuk took over. Yonker escape turn. Buys some time for herself, and there now is Wood. Yonker working with her. Yakachuk's in there, and it comes out of the battle to Bowler. Across for Petumshan. Had that pass broken up by Fuchuk. Moore. As time set to expire here, 3 seconds to go. She'll just send it down. And so we are going to overtime here at the Parkview Sport 1 Ice House between two top 5 teams. So we'll go ahead and step aside just briefly. Indiana Tech Hockey brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
All right, welcome back. Overtime about ready to get going. It'll be 5 minutes, I'm assuming 3-on-3. 1:15 on the penalty to Robinson. We'll take a look back at the third period goals, both of which coming from Adrian College. This is the first one about 4 minutes in from Kat Robinson, who's the one serving the 5-minute major right now. A little break here, does a nice job to cut to the middle, change her angle, and fire that one past Adley, who was the goaltender at the time. And now here is the second goal of that period. Gabby Jex getting this one for Adrian College. As the shot there from Shaw, Jex just finds the rebound in this scrum and buries it. So it'll be a minute and 15 of power play time for Indiana Tech. It'll be 4-on-3. And sudden death. So I don't believe this is a conference game, so that really doesn't matter for points whether we go to a shootout or not. We're just looking for a winner, so it will be 4-on-3, 1:15, 5 minutes on the clock, and then a shootout will follow. If we get that far, well, here comes Petumshan, the nation's leading scorer, has some room to work with. Gets it to Yakachuk, center point. Over to Episcopo. She'll fire. It's loose for a moment, but able to smother that one was Hunt. Izzy Varner again in net now for Indiana Tech after Adley was pulled on the timeout after the third goal from Adrian College. Varner in net last night with 21, she had 35 saves. As I was looking at the wrong spot on my notes. Here's Yakachuk, center point. Looks to fire and does. Rebound was there, but Petumshan couldn't corral it after it was blocked down in front and cleared all the way down now by Boscher. 45 seconds on the power play. 4:25 on the clock as my clock's just a little bit behind. Apologies. Comes up ice to Bowler. Whips it across now for Petumshan. It's in her skates. Leaves it for Bowler. Now Bowler in down the far side. Shaw watches her. Bowler cutting to the net. Backhand behind the net. Petumshan takes over here. Petumshan looking to circle into the slot, looking to shoot. Leaves it for Yakachuk. She'll fire, blocked there by McDonald. And now Werner able to get that one out. His power play about ready to expire. Buller brings this one into the zone. Dakota Buller, she'll shoot. That one goes just wide. 3 seconds and we'll be back to even strength. Robinson will step out of the box right now. Now here comes McCarroll. Moore watches over her and defends that one nicely, takes it away. Warner takes it right back, sends it up into the safety netting. And so we'll have a face-off with 3:36 to go in overtime. These two played overtime in the very first matchup of the season between them. And in that one, it was Izzy Pettimshand with the game-winning goal. It was Izzy Varner with 62 saves in a stellar effort. Kuzbel into the draws. Now we're officially back to 3-on-3 after the penalty expired. Robinson is out there, and she'll try and get that one deep, but Moore is there. Kuzbel brings this one ahead. If Yonkers can hurry, they have a 2-on-1. Kuzbel controls. She'll fire that one wide as it was saved there by Hunt. Looking for the far side rebound attempt. Couldn't find it. Now here comes Robinson. She'll shoot that one high of the goal. Kuzbel takes over. 3-on-3 opens the ice up quite a bit. And so opportunities should be aplenty. Comes up to Kuzbel. Kuzbel going 1-on-1 here with CeCe Warner. Bosher on the back check. And we'll break that one up. Coming in off the bench. McDonald takes this one over, skating through center ice. Dumps this one in deep. Stewart has the time to get back to it. McDonald's there as well. Played up the wall where Warner gets to it. Tried to cycle it down for McDonald. And just barely able to hold that one in was Bosher. Comes clear now off the stick of Episcopo. Bosher sends it back for Werner. McDonald tipped it, and now here's Stewart taking over. Stewart tried to cut into the middle. Yakachuk trying to get it back to her, and here we go. Stephanie Stewart along the near side, hits the brakes, finds Yakachuk. Yakachuk with room here, picks her spot, and scores! Megan Yakachuk shuts it down, and Indiana Tech is going to win this one in overtime. Can't give Yakachuk that much time and space. We've seen it over and over. She will make you pay. And here she goes. Plenty of time to pick her spot and seals the deal. So Indiana Tech going to get the series split here with Adrian College in what was a stellar game. Probably the best one we've had here all season. No doubt about it. And so Indiana Tech with the win improves to 19-7-1. And sign me up for a rematch of this one in the conference championship, and who knows, maybe the national tournament. So 2:11 on the clock at the time of the game winner from Yakachuk. And you see the teams there shaking hands. And so while we have a second, we'll go ahead and take a look at our 3 stars of the game. First star, of course, with the game-winning goal is going to have to be Megan Yakachuk. Second star with 2 goals, Ashley Episcopo. And the third star could have been Adley, but we'll go with Stephanie Stewart. The assist on the game-winning goal, Izzy Pettimshand also with the goal. We don't have the official stats because of the live stats not being with us tonight. But what a win here for Indiana Tech as they will take this one 4-3 over the Adrian College Bulldogs. Salute the home crowd. What a game here today. And so how about that? Indiana Tech will take the regular season series with Adrian 3-1. And we'll move on to the final regular season series against Aquinas next week. We'll see. As of now, it's supposed to be Friday night here, but with the WAC tournament, we'll wait for official confirmation of the schedule. But when that happens, I hope to be with you, either that or my usual substitute, Brandon Porter. But for tonight, my cameraman has been Connor Hendrickson. My name is Joe Hacker. We thank you for joining us here for Indiana Tech Hockey, brought to you by SummitCitySports.com.